episode of Surferbrg's review time. I'm your host, Surferbrg, or Bernie Garcia, aka Surferbrg. So, in this review, I'm actually going to review a game off the 360. And, be honest, I remember during my high school, I was in digital media class, and I did a website about, video games. I started doing my own reviews and blogs and stuff. But, anyway, I asked a bunch of my friends in, high school, I decided to put together a list of games I should review in the future. And, well, this is one of them, actually. Friends told me I should review it, even a couple other people, but I'm actually going to review Bioshock for the Xbox 360. And, I wasn't able to score a copy, but after I found a cheap copy in the 360 rack at GameStop, I was all like, you know what, let me give this game a try. I played it, it's a pretty cool game, so, you know what, enough little chit-chat, and let's get right to the gameplay. I don't have much to say, except this game's, pretty fun, actually. I really got into it, actually, when I first played it, actually. I got a chance to try it, my friends didn't get it, but after I owned a copy of the game now, I was all like, wow. I'm still kind of new when it comes to playing 360 games. I haven't played too much, but this game was actually pretty awesome, actually. The cool part is I like the weapons, and the plasmids I like. I like the magic moves you get. I have to say my favorite one, of course, is when you got to shoot the swarm of bees. And I'd probably say the ice one was probably my favorite too, and the flame. But those are pretty cool. You get all these plasmids, magic, and stuff. I forgot the storyline is, but I think it's about this guy who, in the plane crash, I believe, and he's in Rapture at this underground water place. It's supposed to take place in the old days of the time. And really, I don't know. Sorry if I don't know much about the storyline, but mostly I like the gameplay and stuff. It's pretty action intense. Because there's parts where you come across a bunch of monsters, big daddies, and there's little sisters. You're supposed to give you a choice of your harvest or help them. If you heal them, you get more plasma and stuff. If you harvest them, then, I don't know, it's kind of like a choice of you're taking the good path or the bad path. But, let's continue on this game. It's surprisingly still a pretty fun game, actually. I remember it took me, I don't know. I got too into the game that it took me, at least a couple weeks to a month to complete it. Even though I was doing a beginner setting, but parts of the game could actually get really hard, even if you're on the beginner setting. And I remember when I saw my friends even play 360 games the first time, they ended up doing a normal setting, but I'm like, sorry, but just get familiar. I usually do the beginner setting. Just get familiarized with the game and stuff. And overall, getting pretty far on the game, it was actually pretty fun, actually. And I have to say, this is one game I definitely like, and, it's still a pretty cool game and stuff. But the only major complaint I had with this game is, basically, it took me some time to get used to the controls, but that wasn't too bad. My major complaint is the cutscenes or the storylines are kind of too long or take forever. And, they don't give you a choice to skip them and stuff. Or I guess they must have did the thing where they include the cutscenes in the gameplay. They're really good, but they kind of take, minutes. And, I'm into the action, and, I don't mind watching cutscenes, but if you really gotta take, a couple minutes, get into too many detail, I can understand, but I'm just not going to wait around. And, overall, the game's pretty fun, actually. And, I couldn't even stop playing for hours, to be honest, and stuff, and I have to say, this game is pretty fun. So, not much to say, except I'm going to pause the gameplay footage and get to my final verdict. So, it's really not too much to say right now, other than this game's worth it. If you guys ever find this in the rack, or if you guys ever find a game in the rack or somewhere for a cheap price, just buy it. Keep it in your collection. It's actually a really fun game, and, I just want to say, I couldn't stop playing it for hours when I first played it. And, I'll admit there's some games I do start to get into and and there's others where but this was one I think is pretty fun. I know they also had some sequels, but I never got a chance to try out the sequel yet or get my hands on a copy yet. But overall, this game is best. The cool part is I only scored it for $10, so it was actually worth the review. It's a really fun game. You know what? To be honest, final verdict, let's give the game a 9.5. My only major problem is the cutscenes were kind of a little too long, or the storyline, but everything else was pretty fun, so overall, let's give the game a 9.5. And so that's all I have to say. So, see you guys in the next review, and that's Surferbrg's review times. Later, guys.